Good morning. September 2nd. He who cannot rest cannot work. He who cannot let go cannot hold on. He who cannot find footing cannot go forward. Harry Emerson Fosdick. There is a part of the human psyche that wants to get right along to the last step to wrap things up. Sometimes, before we barely get started, we want to jump to the conclusion. Happy endings are our favorite part of any project. Yet behind every successful conclusion is a productive plan. Conclusions are consequences, and all consequences are cause. They're the result of something that went before. We were wise when we take the time to see and understand what it takes to make a happy ending really happen. There can be no productive work without rest, no holding on without letting go, no going forward without firm footing, even if finding that footing costs us some time and a few tumbles. Every step of the way is made possible by the step that preceded it. Satisfying conclusions come to be when we take all of the steps one at a time and stop sabotaging the project with shortcuts. Self-esteem thrives on the satisfaction of a job well done. Self-esteem thrives in the satisfaction of a job well done. I love a job well done, and I hate the process of doing it. Every time. I always want results. I want results now. I want them now. I want results now. Like, I'm an extremely impatient human being. But I'm also extremely patient, which is an odd sort of paradox to exist within. At the end of the day, I always get what I want, and I will always get what I want, even if I mess up the process on the way there. Sometimes messing things up prolongs the path to getting what you want, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Because in making mistakes, I learned how to refine the process. That's one of the fun parts. So rushing things sometimes I make mistakes intentionally, being impatient, knowing it's going to prolong the process, just because I have nothing else to do. Nothing better to do with my time. And at the end of the day, I have all the time in the world to get what I want out of life. And I, bizarrely enough, always get what I want. Caroline always gets what Caroline wants. But that's a part of that impatient-patient paradox. Somehow. I haven't really figured out how. It has something to do with my refinement process of doing the job well. Doing things right the first time is boring to me. That's something I'm going to have to, consider mentally, as far as its impact. Sorry. Its impact on my long-term goals. My long-term goals in life haven't really changed much. I want all the same things I want. I want it to look exactly the same as I always wanted it to look. I want to have the same things that I wanted to have. And right now I'm just in this sort of hibernation period where I'm taking care of myself before I begin the work to conquer life in such a way that I know will bring me ultimate satisfaction when it's all said and done. So, one of my top goals is I want satisfaction in this lifetime. Satisfaction of my goals and desires in this lifetime. No, no regrets. Regrets at the end of the line are not an option for me. I'm not going to do that. And I don't have to do that. And I don't have to settle. I can literally, nobody has to settle. Settling is something people do when they're afraid of the work it's going to take to get what they really want. Self-esteem thrives on the satisfaction of a job well done. And that is, satisfaction of a job well done is my literal goal on, like, my deathbed. I want to be laying there with, like, well, I'm not going to lay around and die. I'm probably just going to jump on a cliff or something. But I want to be laying there or standing on the edge of that cliff, and I want to look back on everything that I did and everything I experienced and everything I created for myself and others. And I want to be able to look at myself, past self, look back upon myself and be like, yeah, that's right, bitch. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And so, all of those things are great. Rest, letting go in order to move on, finding the appropriate footing to move forward. Yeah. And also, in my case, fucking around a little bit. Because I get bored. Self-esteem thrives on the satisfaction of a job well done. Yeah. And I love self-esteem and I love satisfaction, so eventually I do the job right. I gotta get ready for work. I'm so tired, but it's because I stayed up last night balancing my budget and setting up auto bill pay so that starting next month, after I get everything, like the dates aligned at the end of this month, I literally never have to go to the bank again. Unless I feel like it. That's fantastic. I spend so much time on payday weeks going to the bank and running around and paying bills. It's annoying. And then if I forget something and get behind, I'm not doing that anymore. That's not happening anymore. Part of that satisfaction thing is Caroline doesn't like to have to do that much with her spare time that, like, could be done by automatic process. So, yeah, I stayed up late setting up auto bill pay, and I'm so happy about it. And now my life is going to be super streamlined, and I'm working on my credit repair, and I was doing the credit math, and I will have the credit score I require in order to get the house that I want for my birthday when I'm 33. So how's that for satisfying, right? Fucked around and still found out that I can still get whatever I want, and I can do it on my way, my terms. There we go, on my terms. Me. I'm in a much better mood than I thought I'd be waking up. I was tired. Getting out of bed was hard. But, good morning. I gotta get dressed and I gotta get this baby dressed. And then, coffee. Yup. Have a good morning.